killer. Here we are.
You went down. Are we live?
We'll do it live.
We'll do it live. We'll do it live. We'll do it live.
We just got our notification. Yes. Yes. Mm-hmm. Correct.
Yep.
That was it. KB,
Yeah.
what'd you do for your New Year's?
I chilled at the crib.
Yeah, I think that needs to be. That's just the age I'm at.
Yeah.
You just need to stay home.
I chilled at the crib with, girlfriend.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And yeah, we chilled and we were asleep before.
I was gonna say, did you make it to midnight?
Nope, didn't even give a fuck.
It's another day, honestly. It's just another day. I went out, so there was that.
Yeah, I told my sister this because she told me about her New Year's. I was like,
Was it wild?
you get to a point where you've had every type of New Year.
Mm-hmm.
Like this year, she was at a hood party for New Year's.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, yeah, you got to get that one out the system. A house party, people,
Mm-hmm.
Drinking, smoke, all that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Kind of, young and dumb, And then, so you have to have that party.
Right.
And then you have to have that one time where you kind of dress kind of nice, go out, have a good, you have to have that New Year.
Right.
Like where you kind of, balled out or whatever. Then you have to have the New Year where you host the party.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and I've done that. Yep.
Yeah. So like you kind of check that off. And then after that,
just chill.
the bait up New Year, you know what I'm saying? Like next year I have a plan for New Year. I tried to execute it this year and it didn't. I couldn't because motherfuckers was on it. I wanted to go to a cabin.
Oh, that would have been nice.
Yeah.
That would have been nice.
Like, and by the time that I started looking, which was like early October, like booked.
Yeah.
So
I get that.
But yeah.
Hey, T.
Hey, what is good in the chat?
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to y'all. I'm still going to sing. Even if I still suck balls.
No, it's never going to stop. That's not something we would ever give up.
Yeah.
I've spent the last couple New Year's by myself. It's been depressing. And then this year I was like, I will not. And then I didn't. And then I was like, I should have spent that by myself. Like I could have just chilled, Did not have a great night. It just wasn't a great night.
Never mind.
I went out with coworkers, which I love and adore. But I'm one of the older people in that friend group. And when they refer to that night, I was like, oh yeah, I had a conversation with, these people that night. And they're like, oh yeah, the sober adults. And I was like, yeah. There was a group of us in our, 30s.
Yep. I was about to say that is New Year's Eve parties and celebrations is the one celebration that you have to be very age specific with.
Yeah.
Because younger motherfuckers, they getting lit on New Year's Eve.
Bro, so I was just chilling. We were at my coworker's house, just chilling on the porch, smoking a joint with some of the sober adults. Okay. And all of a sudden, everybody starts piling outside. And they're like, let's go. And I'm like, where? And they're like, we're going to walk to the bar. And I'm like, I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
And they're like, no, yeah, we're going to do that. And I was this close to just staying there.
Yeah.
And now, in current time, everybody that was at that party has been like, we should have just stayed home.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
If you did not, dude, I done did New Year's Eve every which way. If you did not plan on going to a bar, last minute bar patronage on New Year's Eve is the absolute fucking worst. Because you know what happens when people walk through the door of a bar, and like I've like did shows on New Year's Eve at a bar and shit like that. When they walk through the doors of the bar, it's immediately like, oh, I got to catch up and I got to get into the mode of New Year's Eve. And especially with young motherfuckers, they tend to overdrink. And listen, I'm not even hating. I've been there.
We were that person.
I was that person. Trust me, I'm speaking from experience.
Yeah.
So you go in there trying to, for some reason, play catch up to whatever the fuck. And then you end up over-drinking entirely way too much. Mm-hmm. And one year when me and some homies were all like 24, 25, we went to this one bar for New Year's. Actually, what is the place with the ski slope in Lyle? What is the name of that? Base Camp. Four Lakes Base Camp, right there. Mm-hmm. They had their New Year's Eve party because my friend lived in the apartments right there, like Herpes Town. So they.
Okay.
So like, cause it's all I say that jokingly because it's all like young people and they have a high like it's a little party like when you first get a job and out of college. Mm-hmm. A lot of motherfuckers move right there and just yeah. Anyways, so we go to my friend was living there. And so she was like, let's just go here because we can just walk home. We can get fucked up and just walk home. Yeah, we're not, you're like, cool. So we go party. Now, check this out. It was $40. All you could eat and drink.
Oh, that's dangerous. That sounds illegal. That shouldn't happen.
So it was like... And it was pasta and shit, but nonetheless, it was just like, they were like, you know what? Let's just do this. $40, G. $40. And we all 24, 25, like, young, making pretty decent money. So we're like, $40. So we was leaving big tips.
Right.
So what happened was, because we were doing that, they kept serving, like, they would be like...
Oh, I bet.
they were like...
I bet.
They was like, I don't know who these motherfuckers are, but we are going to keep serving the... Dog, it was like they had a cover band on. Dog, we were so drunk. We were screaming and cheering for the cover band like it was a real band.
Like it was the band. Yeah. I've been there. I've done that.
I was like, I know we high because this band is not even really that good, but we just...
Yeah.
High, drunk. And there was no edibles back then.
Nope.
There was no vape, nothing.
This was they decided, let's go to this bar. Let's walk.
Never last minute.
Okay, right.
Last minute.
So we're there. We're like, they're like, they insist. We're going to do one shot at this bar and then we're going to go back to the house. No, we're not.
Hey, whenever you say, I'm only going to do blank, you always do more.
So we walk into the bar. What happens immediately? Aimee! I'm like, who the fuck knows me at this bar? And it's people I'm not that interested in seeing. So then I have to, oh, hey, how you doing? Oh, yeah, hugs, blah, blah, blah. And then they're like, hey, so-and-so's in the bathroom. And I'm like, cool. I definitely want to see them as well. Yeah. I'm going to be over here with my back to the bar so I don't make eye contact with any of you for the rest of the evening.
Yeah.
And then 3-4 different rounds of shots were had.
Yeah. Because he was only going for one.
And then finally I was like, hey guys, did you guys want to do the countdown here? Me being a sober adult. And they're like, no, we're going to go back. And I was like, all right, well, it's 11:52. So.
How long is a walk?
It was a good 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And they're like, okay, well, we're probably going to do the countdown here then. And I'm like, right.
Yeah. And y'all stumbling now, so we really...
Not y'all, they.
I was speaking from your perspective.
From my, yeah. I'm like, great.
Stumbling now.
The walk home is going to be much worse than the walk there. It's going to take a lot longer, and it did.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got home first. And then had to walk back 3-4 different times. We got separated into a good 3 or 4 different groups. Sober adults in the front. I realize now we should have been in the back. But I was just like, I'm ready to go.
Did they get lost or?
Somebody lost their credit card. Somebody lost their wallet. Somebody lost their fingernails.
Wait. like
I said what I said. Her fingernails fell like she had done her nails.
Yeah.
And like some of them had been falling off through the night. The drunker she got. Bless her. She listens. Bless her. But at one point, and I'm not sure if she even remembers this part, but at one point we're walking and we hear yelling. And so we stop and we think someone's hurt because we hear, I need help. So I was like, okay, somebody fell down. Mm-hmm. And at this point, we're close enough to the house that I'm thinking I should just go get the car. Mm-hmm. And then I see like house lights flipping on and off. And I'm like, what is happening here? She had dropped, like a fingernail had fell off in this person's yard. And she was like flashlight looking for her nail. And while she was looking, the people in the house started pounding on the walls and the windows and like yelling at her to get off of their lawn. So she got spooked. So anyway, next year I was like, I'm just gonna chill at home probably,
And next year she need to go to a nail shop.
No, just bring some like super glue, just something.
Nah, Gene. Shout out to T. She's smoking gator breath and drinking anejo.
Yeah, I do believe that's what that says. Gator breath, good strain. We're smoking right now. We are smoking punch cookies. Earlier, we smoked this mac and cheese, the spicy papaya cut. That was pretty tasty. Mm-hmm. It was a little spicy. Mm-hmm. It was spicy like ketchup spicy,
Mm-hmm. White people spicy.
She's drinking tequila.
Yeah, I know what anejo is. I love me some tequila.
I do not. I'm not cultured.
The Rocks tequila is on sale at Benny's right now, y'all.
Oh, nice. Nice. How was your Christmas? I mean, we've been off for like a couple weeks. Like everything was good.
Can we do it on the podcast?
Yeah.
Like, just to do a recap of all that because wow.
Yeah. Do you have any reasons you smoke in the new year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. Smoking in the new year, like I'm gonna get on my. This is for me. I'm gonna get on my full adult this year. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of stuff that I want to do, want to accomplish, but like I smoked this year. The reason why I smoke is like just self-improvement.
Yeah. I'm not one to be like this year because you just should be, shouldn't have to. But I do. I want to get my shit together. Yeah. I want to be an adult. I want big things to happen in 2023. Yeah. I didn't have big expectations for 2022.
I don't think anybody did because I didn't. I was like, you know what? I really did chill in 2022, but this year is not. Because like part of it was like I was just going through so much personally.
Yeah.
That like.
And now you feel like established and like, yeah, I feel that.
I was like recovering for like a lot of the year.
Mm-hmm. Right.
I was like, damn, this year is kind of a wash. And I knew it because I had my surgery right before.
We just hit the anniversary of that, yeah? Yeah, that shit was crazy.
I was happy to be at the Burbies because I was happy that SNF I ended up missing it because I was at a show, but I was at a show. It wasn't surgery.
Right.
And so like, nah, I've been big on like, you know, the self-realization of, and I've been treating weed, I've been respecting weed more.
Yeah?
Yeah, like appreciating smoking and not smoking daily. Like throughout this week, I haven't smoked every day.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
that's nice.
yeah.
That is nice.
So I've been enjoying weed more because of that.
Yeah. I like that. I should do that. I should cut back on my consumption. You know?
Yeah.
It's not the worst idea. I'm high all the time.
Yeah.
You know?
And it was just like, you know, I just wanted to stay active and do things. Yeah, it was just like, it was more of like, and what's funny is I didn't even think about it until yesterday. I was like, oh shit, I didn't smoke every, like.
That's what happens.
Yeah.
I think that's part of like being really super deep into your adulthood.
Yeah.
It's just like doing things, not realizing it, and be like, oh, that's better for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a win.
Like I already, you know, chilled out on like drinking. I had already chilled out on drinking.
We really listen. Last year's bottle of Malort is still mostly full.
Yeah.
And I got this year's bottle of Malort. Shout out to Mr. and Mrs. B. Mm-hmm. Merry Christmas. We got our yearly bottle of Malort, but we really like that shout. The last episode was the last one we really, or the first one we really did.
Yeah.
So that's awesome. I'm ready to start the new season of the Happy Corner podcast, 2023.
This shit.
You ready, Timmy?
Yeah. Let's get this party started in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It's time to laugh.
Hell yeah.
'Cause boredom is just torture.
It is.
KB and Aimee have just what the doctor ordered.
We do, bitch.
Pull up but share. It's the Happy Corner.
What is up, everybody, in 2023?
What up? Welcome.
Welcome. It's KB
And Aimee.
and
Timmy.
of course, you know who else we got in the house.
And me.
Adele.
We got Adele in the audience. We got Adele in the audience. We got Adele in the audience.
She's
Again.
a thought. In the audience. Yeah.
In the audience.
In the audience.
Welcome. Welcome to the year 2023.
Yeah.
What season is this? Is it like 6?
7, I think.
7? Holy
Yeah.
fuck.
Yeah.
We've been here a long time.
Yeah. Well, there was that 1 year where, whatever.
Right,
But
right.
yeah. So we're here. We are here. Aimee was like, yo, we just gonna jump into shit. Cause like my personal life has been interesting.
Let's talk about it. Let's get into it.
So
I said, how was your holidays? That's what prompted this. I asked, basic question of like, hey, we've been off a couple weeks. How was your holidays? And KB's like, let's start the podcast. Let's do it.
So as I've revealed previously, my parents.
I forgot. Oh my God. Yeah, your parents.
This was the first Christmas that I celebrated with my dad since I was 5.
Wow. That's a long time.
Yeah.
Was it? I would have been sobbing the whole time. That's just me. I would have been emotional about that. How did you feel?
You know what? I was, between my girlfriend's crib and my family shit, I didn't even process it until afterwards.
Wow.
Because there was so much shit going on.
Yeah.
And so, like...
That's good, though. You were living in the moment.
Yeah. And so, my dad shows up with my mom, and then we show up, like, a few minutes later because we get the food and shit. And so, like, we come in or whatever. We do family activities, blah, blah. And then at the end, my cousin's house, who it was at, she was like, wait. because like my mom and dad left together, and so then my cousin was like, so are they dating? And I was like, yeah, dude, like, you didn't know that? Like, she's like, no, I thought he was here for you. I was like, no, actually, like, well, not no, but, you know, like.
Yes and no.
Yeah. You know, like, he was here with my mom. And she was like, wait, are you serious? And I was like, yeah. I was like, I know my mom talked to your mom about it. Like, you know, like,
yeah.
And she was like, yeah, my mom keep everything like it's a huge secret and shit. So she didn't say anything. She was like, so I thought that it was like, oh, he showed up for, you know, Kim, you know, whatever. And then she goes, wow. They call my mom Neat. They're like, Neat got back with her baby dad.
After all these years.
Yeah. So that happened. And that's just been interesting. Like, she had a time to Vegas,
Nice.
you know, hanging out with the pops.
So things with mom and dad are getting pretty serious.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, both of them are worrisome as fuck. They are.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're annoying.
Happiness.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And then so that was, and they spent New Year's Eve together and stuff, and
I think it's wholesome.
Yeah.
T says she loves it. I love it. I also love it. I think it's very wholesome.
Yeah, it's cute.
It's very wholesome. This happens though. This isn't like that uncommon.
Yeah, I'm learning that.
My coworker did that. She and her ex-husband weren't together for years. Her daughter's around my age.
Yeah.
And they only had the one daughter. Mm-hmm. And they always did stuff together for her, even well into her adulthood, obviously. And he wanted her back so bad for years and years and years. And she always held it against. So he cheated on her.
Yeah.
She's like, no, you cheated on me.
Yeah.
Well, we would always tell her at work, we're like, just do it. She dated a little bit after they split, but then nothing. She was married to God. Like nothing. And we're like, girl, you need some dick. Like, just let him take you out. What's the harm? See what happens. And she's married to him.
Yeah. And like, what's hilarious is like, you know, like old folk like to gossip and shit. So my mom was like, where do most old people gossip is at like funerals. And so like.
Naturally.
So my mom was at a funeral on Saturday, and this dude that they both know, my mom's cousin, was like, oh yeah, you know, tell Dennis, you know, like, I'll get back to him or whatever. And my mom was like, oh, well, he's at my place now. Like, you know, and he was like, at your place? And she was like, yeah, like, we're, you know, back together or whatever. And he was like, can I tell people?
Is this a secret? What is the protocol? I don't know. If I'm telling you, then yes, you can tell people.
Yeah.
You can know. Unless I said, don't be telling nobody this.
Right.
But,
right.
And then, your mom's not a shameful woman. She don't give a shit.
Yeah. And then like he's like, what's funny is my wife and I were talking, and she was like, oh, you know what? She was like, you know, Dennis and Anita are gonna get back together. The gossiping dude's wife. Like, yeah. And so like everybody is excited about it. My grandma is really excited about it. She really likes my mom.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
It's a happy ending.
Yeah.
It's just a lot of stories in the middle.
Yeah.
You know? Oh, man. That's wild.
Yeah.
But I'm happy for you. I'm happy you got to spend Christmas with your mom and your dad.
Yeah.
That's nice.
And so then also, so Addie, in the midst of all of this holiday stuff, broke her toe.
Which toe?
Like the third toe.
Oh God, right in the middle?
Yeah. And so she was hobbling around, and I was like, last Christmas, like,
I got you this year. You know?
Yeah. So, yeah.
Poor thing.
Yeah. And then we had a nice little bullshit snowstorm or whatever. And
I call that panic attack day. We're at work that day.
yeah.
I'll tell you some wholesome content. I posted online. Everybody that listens is probably friends with me. And, okay, so Christmas Eve I had to work. And that's the day my family does stuff.
Oh, yeah. That's how it's supposed.
Yeah, and that day fucking sucked, KB. However, one of my old teachers came in that day, and I finally confirmed it was her. And she was like, "You've helped me before. Like, you've waited on me before. Why didn't you say anything?" And I go, "Because when I got your ID, I didn't recognize your name because she'd been married."
Yeah.
And I said, "And also I saw your age." And I was like, "That can't be my teacher. You're 6 years older than me." And he was like, "No, yeah, that's me." And I was like, "You were a whole adult in my eyes in high school."
Yeah.
In actuality, you were 24 years old.
Yeah. Yeah. Some of my kids have realized that, like my former students, because they're like on Instagram or Facebook or whatever. And they'd be like, "Oh, wait, like, you get that reference?" I'm like, "Yeah." And they're like, "Wait, how old are you?" And then I'm like, and I'll tell them, they're like,
"Wait,
so you were teaching us when you were 22? Yeah, dude.
Yeah. You thought I was an adult. I was a kid. And I told her that. And I was like, but the problem is that you look exactly the same. And now I realize it's because you're not old.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like you're just a little bit older than me." And that was really wholesome because I do credit her for me getting into comedy. Like,
It's that teacher. Yeah.
She was my speech teacher.
Yeah.
She made speech class is fucking terrible and everybody hates it. And she made it really tolerable. And she did not remember who I was. And then I reminded her of one of my speeches and she's like, "This makes sense."
Yeah.
This makes sense. So that was wholesome. But I was really just sad that day because I wasn't going to I would make it to my family's house after I got out of work. However, I was going to miss my niece. And like, that's always Christmas Eve is our thing, you know? Yeah. So it's very, very emotional. And I was just a fucking sack of like emotions all day on Christmas Eve. I was not fun to be around. And last minute, my boss, bless her, she is the fucking best, really like worked it out. And she was like, "Go home, like go." And like it kind of fucked over the team at close. And I feel really fucking bad about it. But it's whatever. But my brother's house where everybody was at, it was only 13 minutes away from where I work. And so I called Tim, and who answered the phone with me on speakerphone. And I was like, "Am I on speakerphone?" And my whole family goes, "Yes." And I was like, "Tim, take me off of speakerphone." And he's like, "Okay." And I was like, "All right, I need you to sound disappointed." He's like, "Okay." And I was like, "I'm on my way there. Don't tell anybody. When I get there, I'm going to just need you to like run outside and help me bring shit in." He's like, "Oh shit, really? That sucks." So he played the part.
Yeah.
He played the part. It was really good. Yep. And so I texted him when I got there and he ran out. Nobody even fucking noticed. They were in the middle of playing White Elephant. And then I got to surprise him and make my niece cry. And it was very wholesome.
Oh.
It made my Christmas.
Look at us. We both had Hallmark Christmases.
We did.
Look at this.
We did. And I got a good like surprise video out of it.
Yeah.
White Elephant. I let my little niece, Lily Rose, stand in for me for White Elephant, and she was doing a fucking killer job.
Yeah.
And then Haley stole from me, and then I got to like, come in because I was there, and I stole from her boyfriend, and I feel really bad about it because he really liked it, but it's my new Snoop on a Stoop, who will be a part of the Happy Corner podcast from here on out.
Welcome, Snoop.
Welcome, Snoop. Snoop on a Stoop. But I feel really bad about stealing that. He was trying to like hide it.
Oh.
It was like sitting next to him and I was like, "Everyone show me what you got." And I'm looking around and I was like, "What's that?" And he's like, "Nothing." And I'm like, "What is it?" And he's like, it's just like Snoop on a Stoop or whatever." And I'm like, "Yeah, I want that."
Buddy tried to play it down too. He was like, you don't even want this shit.
It's
Like,
this garbage.
Garbage.
It's
You
not
don't want
even cool. Like you don't even smoke weed, right? So yeah,
You don't even like trinkets and shit.
Yeah.
Like
you wouldn't have any use for this. So I feel the need to buy him one. I'm trying to find it, and I'm like, I feel like my brother who put this gift together put him on the stoop, like put him on a
because he's supposed to be like up on a shelf, so you're supposed to.
He's
move him.
freestanding,
Yeah.
So I don't know. We'll see what happens. But it was a very nice Christmas.
Yeah.
And then Christmas, like I'm like, cool. I don't have to do shit.
Yeah.
So that was nice.
Whew.
That was nice.
But I'm happy that holidays is over.
Oh, girl.
Like I'm
I just feel like I can breathe.
Yeah.
Like,
and I used to make fun of my homie Jen, because she would go, holiday shopping in like October. But now that's the wave. Next September, October, I'm not even fucking playing with you. I'm getting a lot of shit.
no, I'm going year round. If I see something at the store.
You know what? Yeah. That's
Yeah.
a good one. That's good.
Yeah.
Because, like, dog, like, that shit's so fucking annoying.
I've brought this up before of what one of my in-laws does is she has like a whole drawer of like gifts that she's been giving, just like generic gifts you give women, like candles, hand soaps.
I will say.
The free gifts that you get with purchase. She puts them all in a drawer and then uses those as gifts. I am the family member that gets all the free gifts with purchase for Christmas.
Hey.
I appreciate it. I don't give a fuck how you got it.
Thank y'all for all the candles. I probably don't need any more for a while.
That's why you didn't get I said, KB, I made a bunch of candles. You can take one since you guys gave me a jar. Like you and Addie have given me jars.
Yeah.
And so that's my deal. Like you give me a bunch of jars, you get a candle. And like KB did not budge. And I was like, they smell good. Like what the fuck? You got a lot?
Yeah, dude. Like I'm like, dog, like, and I appreciate it. All of them smell good and everything, but it's like
I don't need this many.
I don't need this many.
You got them for the year. You're stocked for the year.
Yeah.
Which is nice.
Yeah.
Which is nice.
Yeah. But yeah, I am also a recipient of a lot of free stuff. I also got our family does like a Secret Santa or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And majority of people did like gift cards, just kind of, and I end up having to miscommunication, which is totally fine. And then so I had to drop off a gift to my cousin later because I was her Secret Santa.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, damn, like everybody got gift cards, and my whole thing was like, I'm not going to give you a gift card.
Yeah, I'm going to give you a gift.
I'm going to give you a gift. Like, take a moment to think about it. And so I end up giving her like a little like margarita mix kit.
Nice.
And so, but I was like, Dad, like I told my family, I was like, maybe we should do the white elephant since everybody was just doing gift cards, because then they would force people to actually buy something. Buy gifts,
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did I ended up with Snoop on a stoop.
I think you got the dartboard.
I did get the dartboard, and at the end of White Elephant, we're all like, all right, tradesies, who wants what? And I don't have a place to put a dartboard. I think it was a dope gift, but I don't have a place for it. Mm-hmm. So I was like, I'm like, Jeff, do you need this? Do you need a dartboard? You have a fucking mansion. Do you need a dartboard for one of your rooms? And he's like, no, I've got 4.
One in each room.
Yeah. And then our brother Craig was like, I mean, I'll take it. Well, Wani, my sister-in-law, was like, Craig, we literally already have one of those I got a little waffle maker. Mm-hmm. She's like, we got one of those in the last White Elephant. And I was like, I'll take it. I like little waffles.
Yeah. Yeah.
So he got the dartboard. Me and Tim ended up buying the same gift for White Elephant.
Which was?
It was like a sunset lamp.
It was a sunset lamp, and we got
colors.
different colors.
Yes.
And then we got each other's
Yes, Lily Rose picked one for me, and Tim picked mine. And you liked mine. Mine was green, which is like Tim's color.
Yeah.
And the one he got was like purple and like really pretty. And then Haley stole it from me. That's why I stole from her boyfriend.
Jeff offered me a trade for one of my items for something that he had. And I was actually like, yeah, I'll do that. And he's like, well, wait, hold on. And he took it out and used it and then ended up not. Do you remember what it was? You know what I'm talking about?
No.
It was that thing that went around your neck.
Oh, that.
It goes around your neck and then it comes up like this and then it holds your phone.
He was walking around with that bitch on all fucking night. It was so funny. Like his wife would be like, Jeff, could you come cut the ham? And he's like, yeah, I'll be right there. Like the little thing bouncing around.
Well, he offered it as a trade to me for one of my things. And I was like, I jokingly was like, yeah, I'm going to use that when I drive and just put GPS on. And then he started using it and then totally.
What was the trade going to be?
It was going to be for the Funko Pop that I had.
Oh, was that the King George?
Yeah.
That's one of my other gifts. Yeah, so you made out with most of my gifts. I ended up with the waffle maker, Snoop, and a Dundee, like a legitimate, like big trophy.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I got a waffle maker the year I got the air fryer.
Everyone gets a fucking waffle maker.
See, I gave a waffle maker as a gift this year.
Saying, there's those mini ones. They're cute.
It was Nelly. It was Nelly Bob.
Nice.
I got him a waffle maker. He was very excited about it.
Waffle maker.
I was excited to give it to him. I actually thought about people's gifts.
I have a real waffle maker.
Yeah. Yeah, this one wasn't a mini one.
But I left it. I think it's at Craig and Wani's house. I'm like, I've only made waffles there, and I'm sure I left it there.
Yeah. Yeah. This year, the only thing I liked was that I got a chance to like really think about people's gifts and get them what they want. So
yeah. You ever give someone a gift and then they're like, they talk about the things that are wrong with the gift, and I'm like, oh, my bad.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
They're like, why would you get me this kind? And I'm like, it's because I did. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yeah.
Really making you feel like you know nothing about me.
Yeah.
Why would you get me Skittles? Like, oh, fuck. They're like, I had a traumatic experience with Skittles once.
Yeah.
I'm like, I didn't know. I'm so sorry.
Yeah. I try not to. If they don't like it, like, I'm just like, all right, well, I got the receipt. Like, you want to.
I will eat those Skittles.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you want to take this shit back, then, like, we can do that to get you what you want. I'm
just grateful, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't give a fuck about any of the gifts in that moment either.
Yeah.
And my parents were like kind of concerned with how they did. They do great every fucking year.
Yeah.
They do so good. They got me a little like grower. Like I can grow like 10 different herbs in it.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
That's really dope.
Fucking dope.
Yeah, my girlfriend, she returned half my gifts.
Oh no. That's okay.
I was like, oh, like, I'm like, whatever. As long as you got whatever you want. The half that she liked, I'm glad that she really liked. It was for her business. Mm-hmm. So I bought her stuff for shipping and stuff. Mm-hmm. So she really, like, she immediately started using it and loved it. But the clothing part, I thought I knew her drip.
You did not.
I did not know her drip.
Hey, it happens.
Yeah.
That one is an acceptable, like, hey, I got you a gift card for a store that you really like.
Yeah.
This is what I got a gift card for Ross, and I was like, you know me. You know me. Who the fuck is that? Is that you? Stop it. It's now or later, Leroy.
It is Leroy.
Can we answer? Welcome to the Happy Corner podcast.
You're on the Happy Corner podcast right now. Leroy, what's up?
Well, what's up? Weirdos.
How are you?
Hey, I'm doing real good.
Happy New Year.
Man, I appreciate it. Hey, Bizzle, man, happy motherfucking New Year, bro.
Happy New Year, G. What's
Can I cuss? Is it?
No, this is a family-friendly podcast. You've been here.
yeah? You can cuss, G.
Okay, you know, it's a lot of things, man. It's the cancel society.
Oh God.
I'm not trying to
All right, we're gonna call you. I'm gonna call you later, later.
Hey, hit me up, Brody. Hey, man. Hey, everybody out there in the internet world, what up? Yeah, your boy Lil Ray J.
Wow.
You cannot tell me that felt so planned out. Like, you know, like that felt. Oh my god.
Oh man.
It's so funny because we talk about him so frequently.
Yeah.
On the podcast, we like manifest.
And now people are like, I totally get all the stories.
As soon as he was like, I don't know, man, cancel culture, we're like, all right, so we're gonna call you back. We're gonna call you at a different time. Man.
Hey, going into 2020, can we get over the whole I'm being canceled, Can you stop it?
Oh, I can't even say racist slurs anymore.
Like, stop, like,
Okay.
yeah. Like, can we get over that shit? Like, how you, bro, like, you hit, all these motherfuckers are making millions, making all this money, and they're like, I can't say anything. I'm like, clearly, the fuck you can, because you're on tour, G.
You did.
You did. And people
And here you are.
And here you are. Like, stop.
I should be making more money right now. I'm making tons. Don't get me wrong, but I should be making more. We have a guy, one of my friends. He recently got suspended from his job after a coworker called him the N-word, and then he got suspended because he replied back, like because he confronted him. He goes, "Hey man, I heard you like called me the hard R."
Yeah.
And he was like, I you know,
Yeah.
and he's an older man and like some drugs, some harder drugs.
Yeah.
And he got like spooked. He got freaked out. He like kind of fell backwards a little bit onto a bench. There was a seat behind him. And when the victim, he went into the break room where he was and he sat down next to his supervisor and he said that N-word with not a hard R. He's like, he's scared. He got scared and he got suspended for that. But not the guy who said the word. Not the guy who said the word. So he has been very vocal about what is happening and very vocal about the name of the job that he works at. And a lot of people have been giving that job a call.
Yeah.
I won't say who it is, but it rhymes with Mostmo.
Oh, he works at Walmart.
Right.
Gotcha.
So
They've been known to do stuff like that.
do better. It's 2023. Why? I don't get it. So yeah, I got to have a quick conversation with him about it. It was very quick because I was working, but that's bullshit.
Yeah.
That's bullshit. So
Yeah. Yeah. I'm just tired of the whining. Like, I'm tired of everybody's whining. Like, what we now about to do is that. like, dear God, like, just.
Can I tell you a funny tale from the dispo?
Dispo tales continue. Go for it.
Tales from the dispo. Regular customer, whatever, one day comes in and says, "Hey, I brought a friend here once, and he actually died on his birthday. It was recent, a couple weeks ago, and he asked if I could have his loyalty points." I'm like, really?
You know what I love is that you told me this Tuesday, and I still fucking, as soon as you said it, I'm like, God damn it. Like, come on, man.
He wanted me to have his loyalty points. And I was like, did he put it in writing? Because, sorry.
I told Aimee she should have been like, oh, yeah, this happens all the time. You need to fill out this form.
No. It's not like
that
there's
guy loyalty points.
buddy on life support and shit, and it's like do, and with my last breath, do. You can have,
Please. I just want you to have
do
my loyalty points. It was the last thing he said to me.
Talk to Aimee. She'll know.
She'll know exactly what to do.
She's the bigger one with glasses. You'll know her when you see her. I'm sorry, I can't.
I was like, girl, no. It took everything in my power not to laugh in this woman's face.
That's some hype shit for real, G. Like, yeah. So, what's good on them loyalty points since he not gonna use them?
Can I have them? I was like, they're gonna expire in 6 months. Like, it'll be fine. Just like your friend expired, they will also. We actually bury the loyalty points with your friend.
Yeah.
So, please.
How
don't
many
ask.
loyalty points did he have?
Dude, if she's claiming that she brought him there, he's only been there like one time, he can't have more than like
2 points?
a couple bucks.
Yeah.
But like she's the type to swindle, you know.
She's seeing
Her
old
friend-
people in there
her
and
friend
trying
is-
to befriend
listen,
them.
Her friend is not dead. She just assumes. What's the most points you've seen someone have? I don't mean to brag, but right now I'm sitting at like 300 and something points. But there is somebody who's got like thousands of points.
It was
I
like
don't know
one
if it's
point worth
thousands.
$1.
It's every 20 is $1. Every 20 spent, you get $1 back. So I didn't spend mine all year.
Do they roll over?
If you have to make a purchase, they used to never expire. Now it's changed to if you don't make a purchase in 6 months, it'll expire, which is fine for most people. But
Yeah.
we do have like the snowbirds, you know, that are going to come home to no points, unfortunately. But it is what it is.
Yeah, they'll talk to corporate about it.
Hey, we love points. We give out points. We give you points for your birthday. That's the other thing. If this supposed person that passed away, if he has a birthday, he will automatically have points on his account.
If you give points on birthdays, shouldn't you give
Points on
to-
death days?
Yes, we'll double points on death days. But wouldn't Euro Pizza 666 get points today? Because I believe
Today is his birthday. He would get loyalty points today.
loyalty points.
Happy birthday, Euro Pizza 666.
When his
I do
name popped
believe-
up, I remembered that. Oh, jeez. Yeah,
Oh,
I remembered.
jeez.
I remembered.
It's a birthday boy in the house. All the January birthdays are out. No, and here's the thing. Nobody likes January. Nobody likes January because January, by the end of January, like, oh my God, does this month end?
January is the longest, grayest month ever. Like, damn, like, I've never been to, like, it feels like 1920s industrial coal in the fucking sky. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just gray. Maybe it's because we're in the Midwest.
It's like all the videos you see, like, depicted of, like, Soviet Russia.
Yeah.
It's just gross out there, you know? Like,
Yeah.
it's just drab and moist. And, like, it's just muddy and snowy.
Yeah.
And also, my birthday's in January. I have to look at
my
the
dad's
schedule.
birthday is in January.
I know my birthday's on a Thursday this year, and then we have a donut show 2 days later. So,
Yeah. My dad's birthday is January 26th.
that's my birthday.
What?
Me and your dad have the same birthday?
Yeah.
You guys are just putting this together.
Well, KB has never told me her dad's birthday before.
Because I forget. I normally be, I'm keeping coming to myself.
That's fair. That's fair.
That's the reason why before I said I was like, I'm pretty sure they have the same birthday.
Yeah.
Now that I keep up with stuff.
Yeah.
I was friends with a dude for like 4.5 years before we realized we had the same birthday.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
I love when that happens. I like it now because I know that every single year it'll be someone's birthday. And I'm like, oh, that's my dad's birthday. And they'll be like, oh, that's awesome. And I'm like, we talked about this last year and the year before this and the year before that. Like, I have a friend who his brother is our brother's birthday and his dad is our dad's birthday. Like, it's very like similar. And every single year I'll be like, oh, it's your brother's birthday? It's my brother's birthday. And he's like, oh, that's fucking crazy. And I'm like, yeah, we talked about this last year for sure.
Don't do that to that man.
My bad. It's fine. It's fine.
It is fine. But no, shout out to all the January birthdays. What is this, Capricorn?
Cap and Aquarius.
And Aquarius, okay.
Lots of, at my job, there's a ton of January birthdays.
So what month is it that you get juking? Let's
To get
count
a
that.
January?
Yeah.
Let's do math.
Yeah.
Technically pregnant for 10 months.
Right.
Okay.
So what does that put you at? February?
Yeah,
March?
March. Spring. You're like, I just did some spring cleaning. I don't know what happens. I think people just fuck all year long. You know?
Yeah. And there's always like seasonal. I think
Seasonal fucking?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Like where there's just a lot of,
Euro Pizza wants us to do a shot, but we literally have nothing here to do a shot with.
Yeah.
So I'll light one up.
Pack one up, yeah.
Yeah.
But I want you to pick Euro Pizza. Yeah, we're gonna do a shot of weed.
Shot of weed.
Miami Punch, mac and cheese, spicy papaya cut, or punch cookies.
Those all sound like a delicious food.
Yeah, they do. They're all delicious. Euro Pizza, punch cookies.
Yay. That was the one I was kind of rooting for. As we light this up, do we want to play a game?
I would love to play a game.
Do you want to play a game?
Two truths and a lie. Two truths and a lie.
Girl, why you lying to me?
Two truths and a lie. Two truths and a lie. Two truths and a lie. Two truths and a lie.
Whoa. Whoa. This is the 2023 remix.
I'm going to give you all the vocal performances.
Please. I just want to be the guy who's like, hey, girl. I just want to be that guy.
I had to pull out my Prince. You know when Prince would like go super low and then...
Euro Pizza says, keep going. Two truths and a lie.
Two truths
And a lie.
Okay, Axel Rose.
Don't keep going.
Please stop. This is the second time this week someone called me Axel. One was like 2 days ago at work.
Oh.
And I did that. But it was too. I was like, you guys, I'm sorry. I can't contain it. And and someone was like, you actually probably sound better than Axl Rose right
Sorry,
now.
guys. You know my policy. When Axl Rose is here, I can't help customers. I got to sing and pet the dog. I mean, sing Guns N' Roses.
And I got to punch somebody. I got to...
And then I leave because someone was filming it.
Yeah.
Shit.
That's my favorite Axel Rose.
And then you got to break something.
Meltdown. Have you seen that? Someone hit a camera. This was probably back in like the 90s, maybe before that. But someone was filming, and they didn't have his camera. No, he kept yelling at someone, like security, to get the guy. And then he's like, "If nobody wants to get him, I'm done." And he throws down the mic and fucking.
Yeah.
His little tantrum.
Yeah. No, I like the one where he jumped directly into the crowd trying to fight people. I was like, they paid to see you, G. How you fight?
Oh, you're supporting me? Fuck you. It's like Lord telling her audience to shush. My hope for 2023 is more videos like that.
Yeah.
You're dumb.
I told you about the John Frusciante when he yelled at the kid.
Maybe?
John Frusciante was in Italy with Red Hot Chili Peppers. And this kid was holding up a sign that said, "Hey, John, let me play your guitar." Mm-hmm. And John Frusciante is having guitar trouble. And he was like, "Hey, you." And the dude, like, at first the dude was kind of like, yeah. Mm-hmm. He's like, "Hey," he's like, "Put your fucking sign down, dude."
Oh my God.
He was like, "I've been having guitar trouble ever since you held up the sign, and it's tweaking me out and it's making me feel weird, so put the fuck down."
This is your fault.
Not my guitar tech. It's you with the sign.
You're fucking me up. Come on. Europeans wants to know when that happened.
Oh, that was back on the Stadium Arcadium tour. So whenever that album came out.
That's fucking hilarious.
It's up on YouTube. Like, type it in.
We're going to find that. We'll share it on the Happy Corner Facebook page. You know what the kind of energy it gives me? It gives me the kind of energy of like comedians being like, "This audience really fucking sucks, dude." And then like you go out there and you like kill and you're like, "They're fine."
Yeah.
I've had comedians tell me how uptight and shitty the audience is in a green room while someone is on stage completely fucking crushing.
You're like, "I'm sorry, I didn't hear you over that applause break.
Yeah.
What did you say? This audience is tight?" Oh, okay. My bad.
Then you walk back there and they try to reaffirm it. Like, it was weird, right? I'm like, nah.
No.
No, they were good, dude.
I've heard the same comics say that before the show even started.
I was going to say, we have a serial, like a comedian who does that constantly. He's just like, "Oh, this is going to be a shitty night, dude." And we're like, we haven't started the show.
There's an
good
actual crowd here.
Yeah.
Fucking chill, my man.
Like, you were immediately like, I think he might just be one of those like, prepare for the worst, expect the best. No, he expects the worst and prepares for the worst. He does not prepare for it going well.
Even if you want to mentally prepare for the worst, do it mentally, man. Like, keep out of my fucking
I'm
headspace.
always like,
know.
this is going to be a good time.
Yeah.
This is going to be fun, man.
KB is really good at doing it because
Yes.
I will have my moments where like, ooh, this might not be.
KB will say that before an open mic with like 2 drunk people in the crowd. And you're like, okay,
Like,
good
no,
manifest.
This is
Let's do
gonna be a
this.
good night. And we're like, okay, KB.
We out doing comedy. Like, that's a good night.
We're out and about.
Yeah. We were in Two Truths and a Lie.
Oh my God.
I completely
Two
forgot.
truths and a lie.
That's what we were doing.
My
Two
bad.
truths and a lie. Two truths and a lie. Two truths and a lie. That's how we ended up there.
Yeah, that's how we got here. It's like Axel Rose.
Right.
Axel Rose.
Mine is, I forgot we were going to play 2 Truths and a Lie. That's
No, it's all good. That was a good tangent. Because we found out that Aimee is Axel Rose. We found your...
Well, yeah, that's my side gig.
Yeah. But no, 2 Truths and a Lie. This week, the theme is bad advice, like, advice that went haywire. That didn't, that kind of backfired on
either advice that we've received or advice we've given.
Yeah.
Advice we've given. So there's that. I can go if you want.
Yeah.
So one of my friends had asked me for some advice about her job. Her job was kind of fucking her over on pay. And I was like, I'm not about that. You know, I don't think that, you know, you should be able to make your money. And they were just like, they were taking like way too much of her like tips and like just like fucking her out of tables. She's a server, obviously. Just like fucking her out of tables and just shady shit. And I was like, girl, you need to like stand up for yourself and be like, you know, you need to stop taking my shit.
Yeah.
Like, this is my job. This is how I pay bills. You got a kid, you know. And she was like really scared to do it. And she had a lot of anxiety about doing it. And I really fucking hyped this bitch up. Dude.
Yeah.
And so she ended up doing it. And they like fired her immediately. And I felt so obligated to be like, can I like pay your phone bill? Like I feel totally fucking responsible. I mean, it leveraged her into like a better, you know, she wouldn't have left that job. She would have just kept getting fucked over.
Yeah.
You know, and now she's doing good. She got out of that industry, but I felt like a big old bag of shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Cause like, you're not trying, like you had, your intention was there. Your good intentions was there, but unfortunately, corporate didn't give a fuck.
No. No.
Like, that's the big thing is like corporate did not give one fuck.
They were very specific and like, I don't like the way you just talked to me.
Yeah.
And it was like, I'm so sorry that I was like, you have to be in there, be firm, be aggressive. And they're like, we honestly just don't like how firm and aggressive you are. I'm just like, I'm so sorry. So yeah, I don't usually I don't give advice about people's jobs anymore. But I'm just like, if you're not happy, you should leave the job. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can go next because it kind of has to do a little bit with that one. Mine isn't advice that I gave anyone, but it was advice that I got, and it was a job that I was working at, and it was through a family friend, and it was pretty apparent to him like 6 months into the job that maybe I wasn't the super greatest at it. Mm-hmm. So he's like, hey man, listen, if you want my advice, he's like, we can fire you right now in a way that like you can go collect unemployment until you can kind of figure out, you know, the next step in your journey. And in my head, I was like, oh, this is a test.
Let me work harder.
So I'm like, I got this. I'll buckle down and I'll do it. And yeah, they fired me for real like 3 months later.
For real.
And very much in a way that I could not collect unemployment. And it fucked me real good. So.
Yeah, I'm always hesitant about advice coming from the company. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm always like...
It felt like a trap.
Yeah.
It felt like if I was like, you know what, man, I think you're right. Let's do it. Like, balloons were going to drop, and he's going to be like, we got him. We got him.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Idiot.
Dumbass. Pack your shit. And
yeah,
leave.
plus it being like a family friend, I could imagine it being like extra pressure to do the job well, you know. That's tough.
Yeah. I like how all of this has everything to do with professions.
Yeah.
Like, that's interesting. And I was trying to decide between one that was profession or
Like
relationship. And so I'm going to do the relationship.
Yeah, please. I love a good bad advice relationship.
All right. So I'm young, probably late 20s. My homie is going through it with his girlfriend. And his girlfriend is cool with me. She always liked me. I'm one of the few friends that she fucked with of his. Uh-huh. And so they're going through it or whatever. And I'm like, dude, like, you know, I really, you know, think you need to be, you know, more confident in your relationship. Mm-hmm. Because it seems like you are hesitant to really, like, it felt like he was forcing his relationship.
Okay.
And so I was like, you need to be more confident. You really need to like tell her how you truly feel, and you need to be more direct because like it feels like, you know, everything is, getting out of kind of control, like just controlling too much. And so he's like, I don't know, man, like, he was telling me like you don't know fully how she's gonna react. Like you don't know her like I know her. And I'm like, nah, dude, we cool. Like trust me. Like I totally get what type of chick she is. You know what I'm saying? I think you just need to be more direct. Blah blah blah. And so he took my advice or whatever. And then he was like, man, we need to catch up. And I was like, all right. And this was like on
And then he called you while we were on the podcast.
No.
I'm just kidding.
Nah, it wasn't Leroy. And so I'm like, all right, dude, like, let's link up. We link up, and he was like, dude, like, he's like, she keyed up my car. And I was like, wait, are you serious or whatever? He's like, yeah, she fucking keyed up my fucking car. Like, she keyed up my car. She fucked up, like, my clothes, like, all this other shit. Like, she threw out, like, his DVD collection, some of his games and shit.
Damn.
And I was like, dude, like, she never gave me
Damn.
that vibe. Like,
Yeah.
she never gave me that vibe. If I had known she had an inkling of that, I would have never told him to be like, yo, here's what, like, you know what I'm saying? I would have, sorry. I am so...
I'm so sorry.
And then, like, when you give the bad advice like that, G, like, you really do feel like, damn, like, like, if he need to talk, I kind of had to take the call because I kind of
I feel a little responsible
for some of this shit. Like, yeah. And, like, he was like, there's nothing I can really do. I was like, you should report that shit. He never did, but...
Oh, that happens.
Yeah.
That happens. All right. Who could it be? Could it be KB? She's so cash on her close up. Could it be Aimee? Or could it be Timmy? Shout out T. They subbed for 21 months in a row. That is a long time. T said this one is hard. This one is hard. I'm having a tough time. I don't know if you guys are having a tough time. Tim, I feel like that story. I know that job. I know what job you're talking about.
Or do you?
Or do I?
Yeah, probably.
I don't know if the part about him offering to fire you, I don't remember that part, but it doesn't sound like super pretend, you know?
Or does it?
Or
Sorry.
Yeah, that one is rooted into like so much corporate bullshit that I'm like, that I can see that type of bullshit happening though.
Yeah.
Like, because they always trying to get out of having to pay shit for their employees. That's
Right.
the thing about it is like, if that is a lie, then
Yeah. KB's, I could, that one could go either way. I don't know.
Well,
Are
what
we
about
all
you, Aimee?
yeah,
Sussy.
yeah.
Okay, I'm just trying to work it out. You guys never try to work it out.
No.
Which makes me more suspicious.
No.
KB was the fucking liar for like 3 episodes in a row.
Yeah.
So I don't want to think it's her.
It's by a random number generator. Though.
Yeah.
Well, and here's the other thing.
Yeah, this season.
Sterling can be the liar.
Yeah.
Sterling. I sent him when he messaged me whether I was or was not the liar.
Yeah.
I sent him the Fry suspicious eyes. GIF.
I know. And when he sent it to me, I said, you better not be fucking with me, Sterling. And
when
then he just put this emoji.
I didn't even respond back. I
You're
was
like,
just
fuck you. And he's like, I'm just playing by the rules here.
Yeah.
And he said, and I said, you guys, as a team,
Yeah.
we need to like blackjack start counting cards here.
Yeah.
And like just like statistics. I'm not good at statistics, but He said there's 7 on the board, right? 2, 4, 6. Yeah. So 2 me, 2 you,
and then 1
Sterling, and that is Sterling deciding if he wants all of us to be the liar, if he wants none of us to be the liar, if he wants 2 of us to be the liar. So that's a new factor in the game that stresses me the fuck out.
Okay, I'm glad you got that off your chest.
All right, T is voting for Tim because it's always KB. Me, yeah, go ahead. Ask me some questions.
All right, so, like, were you there? Like, when she went in? Did you know?
No. No, it's not like a... And I hope Aimee is the liar for real, though. No, I wasn't there. I was just an advice giver, and it was like a collective. It wasn't just me. It was like our group of friends.
Okay.
But I was very aggressive. Like, I was the pro.
Did she tell you what she said to them?
Well, she just like, in the group message, she came back and she's like, okay, well, I went in there and I was like, hey, like, you guys are fucking me out of money. Like, you guys are taking tables from me. You're letting like some other waitresses take my shit, like stuff like that. Yeah. And she said they fired her. They said that wasn't working out.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, fuck. All of these is...
I'm stressed out.
Fuck.
Okay. The vote so far is just that it's Tim, because it's always KB, but she hopes that it's me.
I hope that it's Aimee too.
Yeah.
That's my hope.
I hope it's Aimee too.
I have a sneaking suspicion I would know best.
But is it Sterling? Are all of us telling the truth, or are all of us lying? I was so pissed off at him this morning about it. Like, I'm cleaning house and I was like, you're a piece of, like, you don't even fucking listen to this show, Sterling. Like, why? And he's like, it's fun for me. Like, he's
so
fuck you.
All right.
It's
I honestly, I gotta go with that. We're all telling the truth. That's where I'm at.
That's where you're at.
Yeah.
I could get behind that. What do you think, Tim? Do you have any questions?
Yes. My question is, Aimee, are you the liar? No. Are you lying about this? That would be fucking nuts if the first episode of the new
That's
year.
what I said. Like, okay.
So it's a 1 in 7 chance.
Yeah. Here's the thing. But it's been KB so many weeks in a row that maybe it would spin onto Sterling. But statistically, it shouldn't.
This is RNG, man. Anything goes.
Here's what Sterling just did. He is making us work together and against each other at the same time. And he's just watching it burn from the living room.
Yeah.
It's true.
These guys are so zay.
Okay.
Well,
Chat, have you changed your mind about anything? T, have you changed your mind? Do you still think it's Tim and hope it's me? Do you think that Stankly... Tim, do you think it's Aimee, or you just hope it's Aimee?
I hope it is. I mean, I would get behind that it's none of us. You got me now going back in my messages and double checking.
To make sure. Should we all do that?
No, I know for sure what...
He does capitalize certain words.
Yeah,
he does.
Yeah.
Feel like it's an episode of Maury. You are not the father.
Okay.
And I'm like, thanks.
Okay. Should we go through it?
Should Adele, do you have any input? She threw her hands up in the air and said no.
No clue. So we're all either telling the truth, or one of us, or two of us, or three of us are great liars.
So one of 17 things is happening. Either one of us is telling the truth, or...
I don't even know where to start.
All right, well, Aimee, are you the liar?
Zoom in on me.
Okay.
Yes, I am the liar.
We did it.
It was me the whole time. Okay, wait. Are any of you else liars?
Ask somebody.
Okay, Timmy. Are you the liar?
No.
Okay. But KB?
No.
Okay, just me. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Aimee's gotten one. All right. I did pretty good. That was all made up.
The whole thing?
The whole thing. The whole thing was made up. And I honestly did not know what I was going to say. And I was like, I'll just wing it. And in my head, it was so obvious I was lying. I was like, they know it's me. So.
Yeah.
Not that
Too real?
obvious.
Too real? Is that what it is?
Nah, it just sounded like a possibility, and I know you and your homies be chatting.
Yeah.
That's the reason why I asked where
I
did
was
that
so
conversation happen.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
I was really scared someone was going to be like, what's your friend's name? And I was like, what friend? Oh my God, I don't know.
No, I didn't
Think of a
he
name.
would-
Gorb.
Oh God. All right. That was so stressful. And then because I was like, I don't even know who to ask first, I knew you were going to ask me first. I'm like, fuck. I fucked that up. But that's okay.
No.
But still, fuck you, Sterling. I didn't know if I was the only liar.
Shout out to Dame. Sorry, your car got fucked up. My bad, G.
Oh.
I didn't know she was really wild like that. Have you ever like one of your homies, like their partners, you didn't realize how messed up their partner was until you get what I'm saying?
Yes,
like,
but also I didn't realize how fucked up my friend is.
yeah.
Oh my God. I'm like, you're a monster.
Yeah.
You're a fucking monster. Yes, that has happened in both scenarios.
Yeah.
I had a couple really fucking bad friends. Like, I had a girlfriend for the longest time who would, like, if she'd get mad at her husband, and we went out a lot. This was our 20s. And if she was mad at her husband, she's like, I'm going to find someone to fuck. And I'm like, okay. I don't know what you want us to do.
Yeah. Why are you telling us this?
What? Okay. We're not wingmanning you.
Yeah.
You know, but that was a frequent thing. That was frequent. It was almost every time we went out. And I'm like, maybe you should work things out or like leave your husband.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, I've seen some pretty ugly sides of some people that I loved and adored.
Mm-hmm.
A lot.
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah.
That's awkward.
And it did come to light that it just was a toxic relationship, but nonetheless, like, I mean, obviously, because his shit got keyed up and everything, but I didn't know that, like, just a little, like, when people appear really nice, but then you realize, like, oh, they're really good at mind games, huh?
Yes.
like,
holy shit. I've been in that relationship.
yeah.
And the thing is they can't pretend to be nice forever.
Yeah.
They'll get pissed off and slip up in front of people.
Yeah.
And then you have to be like,
Yeah.
well, now other people have seen this.
Yeah.
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 It's a crazy fucking time.
Yeah, I remember I had one, like, my one friend, she was dating this chick that was bad, cool as hell, fitness model, teacher, really nice, fun, everything. And then once they broke up, like, my friend had to put up, like, cameras and, like, motion sensor lights.
Holy shit.
Because, like, like, one time we were smoking in her garage, and her garage was detached or whatever. And I remember we were smoking, and then, like, her motion sensor lights went off, and she just froze. She's like, what the fuck? Like, she just...
If I don't move, you won't see.
I'm like, dude, like, and she explained to me, like, what happened with her. I was like, wait, really? Like, she went that route? And she was like, yeah, I don't know where the fuck this came from, but, like, yeah. And then we came out the club one night, and she was at the club, but in her car, parked outside the club, just smoking cigarettes. Like, there was just butts.
Like, no, I was just hanging here. What do you mean? You just happen to be here. I'm here.
Yeah.
This is where I come to smoke cigarettes in my car.
Like, all right.
Everybody's got a spot.
Yeah. I was like, man, what happened?
So that be happening. That be happening. And it sucks. Like for it's toxic relationships in general.
Yeah.
But it sucks for the person who's just like there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're like, oh shit. You know, now I gotta explain shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
People be wild.
Mm-hmm.
That's why mental health is important.
Yes, it is.
2023, we're focusing
On
our mental well-being.
yes.
Please and thank you.
Yes.
We have to figure it out.
Yeah.
I'm talking to myself in a mirror right
Yeah.
now. Get your shit together. You know?
No, for real though. For real. Because people out here wilding.
Yeah. This is going to be a really fun and exciting season. This is a season we're bringing back guests.
Mm-hmm.
We're working out our first guest of the season.
Yeah.
Super excited for that. I'm excited for this year. I think.
Me too. Me too.
I'm not excited for my birthday. I feel like I'm leaving the mid-20s or the mid-30s. Wow.
Turning 26. I feel.
You know what I'm not ever going to be? I'm not ever going to be that bitch that's like, guess how old I am? Because I know these chicks and I'm like, this is grossing me out. Please stop. If anybody says to me, guess how old I am, I immediately know that you think you look younger than you are.
Yeah.
And that puts me in a position to have to lie to you if needed.
17.
No. And what's messed up is a lot of those shorties, there's people that I see that you can tell they just look younger.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you're like, oh, I totally thought they were blah, blah, blah age, but they're actually blah. And then there's the people who work to look younger. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Those are the people who ask.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you gonna guess how much? Well, and it's especially when they try to do it like on social media, and I'm like, filter. Like,
that's a filter.
That's a filter and a lot of makeup. And I'm not even mad at it, but stop fishing.
No.
Stop fishing.
If it happens organically.
Yeah.
Like I had a customer, I go, oh, we have the same birthday. And he goes, yeah, but I'm much older than you. And I'm like, I have your ID in my hand. And I'm like, you were born in the 90s. Like I was born in the 80s. And he was like, oh. And I'm like, thank you.
Yeah.
That was nice.
Yes.
That was nice.
Yeah.
That interaction.
But if you asking,
dude, I would never ask somebody.
If a motherfucker asks,
I don't
you
want
look
my feelings
76.
hurt. Yeah,
you look 76, G.
I'm not trying to get my feelings hurt.
You look 53.
How old I look? Someone would be like 35. I'd be like, all right. What if you're spot on? What if you are exactly correct? Oh, okay, cool. Also, we're just again conditioned to think that. Like, we grew up with television where people in their 30s look like super old.
Yeah.
Like, way too old. So, like, our perception of age was... And all the kids in 90210 were, like, in their 20s. So, like...
Yeah.
We had just a wrong perception of, like, what you're supposed to look like at a certain age.
Hey, but there was a time, I had a few students, I'm like, how old the fuck are you? Like, let me...
How long have you been a senior?
Let me check some shit, because you got the whole ass man body and beard.
You got a 5 o'clock shadow going.
Like, what sport you playing?
Your book bag is a briefcase. What is happening? Actually, we did have one of those. We had a briefcase.
You had a briefcase?
We had a briefcase guy. Yeah. And it had the action figures in it. Am I wrong? Was it action figures, Tim?
I don't know who you're talking about.
The Lord.
Oh.
Not Jesus.
Right. The kid
Somebody
who
who went
bought
by
a foot
Lord.
of land in Scotland and now
Oh my god.
I'm just
Oh
kidding.
my goodness.
He just called himself that.
He just called you. Well, yeah, you can call yourself whatever
Yeah.
you want. And back then it was Lord. I don't know what he goes by now. Probably just his name. He probably got a few years older and was like, it's weird that I make people call me Lord, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, it's a little weird. But he was a briefcase boy.
There was a girl after. Do y'all remember when Napoleon Dynamite hit and everything like became popping?
Yeah.
Like those kitten caboodles.
I have a caboodle right now. Shout out to Ricky. Gave me a caboodle.
And she started like carrying a caboodle. I guess after Napoleon Dynamite, because the character in there has the
with all the stuff in it. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. She was trying to save money for college. And then the guy was like, your mom goes to college. And then that became an insult for 3 years, 5 years, probably still an insult to this day. Your mom goes to college.
Yeah.
Napoleon Dynamite really changed some things in the world, you know?
Yeah.
Oddly enough. That movie was wild. Well, were you out of school when that movie came out?
We didn't have school.
Like how old were you when that movie came out?
I don't know, but I know
That movie was just there one day.
like I don't even remember what year did that come.
I'll look it up.
But like I know that when I was student teaching, like them motherfuckers loved that and Anchorman were the two that they just clung to.
They could not quote.
2004.
Okay, so I was on my way out of high school.
Yeah.
I don't know why we got on that tangent. I'm so sorry. Our next segment's called Napoleon Dynamite Talk. Where we just...
Nostalgia. Walk down memory lane. Fucking Napoleon Dynamite.
I haven't watched that movie. So have you ever watched a movie you loved when you were in high school and
Yeah.
you're like, wow, this has aged terribly?
Yeah.
There's a couple movies like I haven't watched Zoolander since I was younger,
Yeah.
early 2000s.
Yeah.
I want to know how that holds up.
The first one still holds up. I watched that not too long ago.
KB, I forgot there was more than one.
Yeah.
Why? Why? There's only two, right?
Yes. There's only 2 Zoolanders.
And is it the same people?
Yeah, and they had a lot more celebrity. They had like celebrity cameos. Like they had
right.
Bieber in it. They had like other people, whatever.
Oh, all right. Well, that's that.
Yeah. Do you guys think Dumb and Dumber holds up?
Let me rerun this movie in my head. Probably not, if I had to guess. I can't think of like big scenes in that movie, like at the top of my head.
I don't know. Maybe. I was gonna say maybe it's just off a few years from your generation, because like my friends still that Jim Carrey era, like absolutely Dumb and Dumber is still
Prominent. in your head.
Yeah,
Well, how's it hold up?
I think that.
I like remember all of the movie.
Yeah, I think that like for what it was, which is like this absurd comedy, it still holds up.
That movie was almost like forbidden in our home. Like my mom hated Jim Carrey so much.
Really?
Yes. She hated the stupid comics. Like she hated Adam Sandler. Like if it was dumb comedy, she wasn't about it.
Yeah.
So Dumb and Dumber, Jim Carrey, anything Jim Carrey. Do you remember this as a child?
Yeah, Mom didn't like. She didn't like The Simpsons. She didn't like Ren and Stimpy.
This is stupid. We're like, yes. That's why we enjoy
That's
it.
why we're laughing.
Yeah.
We're 12 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was funny. It was funny for the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. I get it, but
Yeah.
like, yeah.
Yeah.
I was, for the longest time, my brothers would get me a different Adam Sandler movie, like every year for Christmas. That was kind of my...
Yeah.
One of them gave me the Adam Sandler CD, which was wildly inappropriate.
Yeah.
Grandma bought that for Craig for his birthday, and I don't think she realized.
He had no idea.
He's on SNL. Okay.
Oh my God. That's hilarious. What was it? They're all gonna laugh at you, I believe. Yeah. That has a whole song about like jerking him off. Oh God. And I'm just a little kid singing along, not knowing anything of what that means. Which was my whole childhood.
God. That's everybody's childhood.
Ludicrous.
Oh my God. I was younger at a hair salon, and these like little 5-6-year-old kids were like, bang, 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 skate, 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 bang, 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 skate. And I was like, dude, like they don't, it just sounds to them. But
that's what gets me. You know what the kids do now, KB?
They put litter boxes in the schools. The kids do this.
The kids do this. Dude, furries shit like people.
And the teachers have to just sit there and deal with it.
no, my friend has had to clean out a litter box.
He's the litter box cleaner.
There's no hall monitors anymore. It's litter box duty only. No, but like the funny thing to yell in the store is, can I get a oh yeah? These kids. These kids are like yelling that and they have no fucking idea. They have no idea. Little fucking toddler. Oh yeah. Little fucking babies. Babies.
Yo.
Babies. Oh yeah. They yell it. They yell it through the stores. And everybody laughs and has a good time. And I'm like, that's from pornography.
Why?
They have no idea.
How?
I don't know.
How?
Because their parents are watching TikToks and everybody's doing it. Everybody's doing it. But it is so, like, to me, I'm just like, I'm uncomfortable.
Yeah. I was like, these little kids have no clue what bang, bang, bang,
Skeet, skeet, skeet. Did anybody see I think it was in Atlanta, there was a car chase, like through the city, and like dude on one wheel, like one wheel missing, and just like, okay. The reason I saw that video is because there was a guy on the street filming just like random shit, like garbage. Yeah. And he'll rate the garbage. Mm-hmm. And he'll, like, somebody spilled a milkshake and he's like examining. He's like, oh, look at this. He's like, look at that skeet projection. And then he's just like rating it. And then he just like looks over and he's like, oh, it's a car chase. And it's just like, I'm like, what the fuck did I just watch?
Wow.
It's a wild time. Everybody's filming everything.
Yeah. Yeah. I saw, it was like a post, like an article, editorial piece that said, how about in 2023, we stop filming strangers?
I feel like you only will feel that way when it's you being filmed. But there has been some shit that I've been like, I hope no one was recording that. Yeah. But the more we go on, the more likely it is that somebody was probably recording that.
Yeah.
Like, I'm uncomfortable to like jam out in my car sometimes at a stoplight because I'm like, someone's gonna film me and be like, look at this bitch just living her best life. Yeah. Singing a song.
VH1 used to have a show where they did that.
I'd be upset. I'm just trying to have a concert in my car by myself. Yeah. I don't need you to be my audience. Yeah. My audience is up here and they love me.
Yeah, let me relive my drug dealing dream through Pusha T while I bump it.
Oh man, thinking about like being a kid in the backseat of your car and like a sad song is on and there's like rain on the window and you're like shooting your own music video back there.
Yeah.
I still do that while I'm driving. It's
It's
dangerous.
rainy. Tracy Chapman. Moving in a fast car.
It's like Vanessa Carlton.
Making my way downtown.
Yeah.
That shit was hilarious.
Okay, B.
Oh, do we have a dollar tasting?
Oh my God.
Are you asking if we have snacks right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot about snacks.
How dare you?
I know.
It's 2023.
I know.
The year of snacks.
The year of our snacks.
We do. And I'm going to play the song and I lost audio. So we're going, fuck it,
Acapella.
we're doing it live.
Do it live.
So, nope, it didn't even pop up. So I'm just going to fuck off now. The technical difficulties today have been
In
making
2023,
me very
yeah.
sad. Okay, we got to do it manually. It's this one right here.
If your hunger's on a budget and you don't know what to do, check out the Dollar Tree Snack Review.
Actually, it's
Actually, it's
$1.25.
$1.25 now.
I mean the dollar and a quarter tree snack review.
Bye-bye.
I was so entertained by it. I was like, look at him, he's doing the thing.
He's doing it live.
I like looked at Adele for the part too. Like,
like she was gonna scream it from the other side.
actually,
Oh, so many technical difficulties today. Okay,
you did great.
thanks.
proud of
Hey, look, it's from our childhood. It's the Kool-Aid bursts.
Oh, wow.
A whole ass 6-pack is
For
at
$1.25
tree. So everyone is gonna get their own.
I am stoked.
Juice, and there's 2 extras. Those are coming home with me.
Yeah. Understandably so.
Yeah.
Take one down and pass it around.
These used to have there was a different kind that had faces on them,
Yeah.
and they were creepy.
They were creepy, and you couldn't even open them effectively because they would, like, you would be holding it to open it, and it would just splash.
Splash everywhere.
And you're like, fuck, dude.
Let's all open it together.
You want
I want
to?
the sound.
Let's do it. It's all of us just struggling and hurting ourselves. Ow, it cut me.
Oh, oh my gosh. Okay.
I'm trying.
God, Adele's already drinking. I can't even get it.
No, these are $1.25 because
Okay.
they didn't work.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
Okay,
They're
I've
still
got it
sealed
open.
from the 90s.
Yes. That was stressful.
Mine did hurt my finger
Cheers.
a little bit.
cheers. And what flavor is this, Timmy?
I believe it's
Blue.
Blue. Berry blue. I'm sorry.
Oh,
I lied.
sorry. Berry
Berry
blue.
blue. Yes. So that's your drink. Everyone's going to drink all of those. And then since we're going nostalgia,
I like how we both looked at it, drank it, and looked at it like, okay, well, all right.
not like I remember.
You gotta
Swirl it. Yeah.
swirl it, spit it out.
Yeah. It does have an oaky afterbirth.
It was aged in plastic containers.
Yeah.
Sometimes I wonder if these drinks that we had as kids were actual trash and we were just kids and had to
No,
have something.
Absolutely.
No, you know what, though? These ones, ours was way more sugary.
That's probably what it is.
Ours was
That's good. This
Yeah.
is the good thing.
yeah.
It's probably still full of sugar. I'm gonna drink it all. It's not great, but it's
And then
It
since-
has a flavor.
it's got a hint of blue.
Yeah.
And
I can
then
taste the blue. Yeah.
Since we're going old school,
Cracker Jack.
I got us a 3-packs of original Cracker Jacks.
Does these have prizes in them, right?
So you've been out of the Cracker Jack game for a while, I see.
Okay. I'm so sorry.
Do you remember? I hate to sound like back in my day, but do you remember when we were kids? Like the Cracker Jacks would literally have like a tiny little
Yeah.
like pinball.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
you shoot
yeah,
the
yeah.
little ball up, or it's
Yeah.
got. So now Cracker Jacks You can pass those down. Cracker Jacks it's just a little thing with a QR code on it, and you scan the QR code, and it gives you a original Cracker Jack game app for your phone.
Eat my ass. Cracker Jack.
You cheap motherfuckers.
Oh, I forgot it's in a bag in a box.
Yeah, it's a bag in a box. I get the box and I rip the bag on the top. Now, I'm not going to lie, Adele and I...
Are you a Cracker Jack expert or something? Are you studied?
I've gone hard on Cracker Jacks.
Here's my little toy.
Now, here is the thing, though. I'm not going to lie. Adele and I go hard on the fiddle faddle.
Yeah.
We really do.
You hear that
It's
crunch?
got a good crunch. Personal opinion is fiddle faddle is the superior to Cracker Jack. But I do feel when I get a good box of Cracker Jacks that it's the nostalgia kick with the taste for me.
Sure.
Yeah.
And then if you dig to the bottom, you'll find the 2 peanuts that are issued to every box.
That's what I was about to say. Cracker Jacks, you could gradually see them cutting corners.
Yeah.
Because there was a time, like, afterwards where they weren't doing the little mini games. They were just doing, like, stickers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it was just like, oh, here's a sticker or whatever. But then you also saw the like, back in the day, they used to have more nuts.
Yeah.
You know, I love nuts. So, like, I just stopped eating them. And, yeah, Fiddle Faddle is way better.
I think fiddle faddle because you get like the clumps, the chunks, and those will have like the nuts in them, like that.
You guys are just using words that gross me out. The
Oh.
clumps and the chunks.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
But so the Kool-Aid drinks 6-pack for $1.25, and then the Cracker Jacks
3-pack.
come in a 3-pack. Yeah.
Both a steal, in my humble opinion.
Yeah.
I mean, this isn't something I would keep on hand, the Kool-Aid. But good to have if maybe
You know,
a child.
That's what I was about to say. Like,
Yeah. They are noticeably turning our mouths blue.
Are they?
Yeah.
Oh,
A little
shit.
bit. Here, I'll give you the close-up.
Oh.
You're welcome. That's on Twitch now.
We'll clip that.
for the Kool-Aid, $1.25.
And
For
I think
sure.
it's mostly blue dye, it seems.
and a sweetener.
I do wonder what the sugar content is for this versus what it was.
Back in the day.
Yeah.
What is it now?
5 grams per bottle.
Okay. It was probably like 95 grams per bottle. And probably way more. Cracker Jacks, still great. Still great. Great crunch. Crunch a bunch of crunch and munch. Munch a bunch of crunch and munch. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm
And
so
then,
sorry.
you know, fiddle a little faddle.
Yeah, and then you
As
fiddle
a
some
treat.
faddle as a treat because it's superior and that's dessert. Popcorn's not my favorite thing.
I love popcorn.
I actually was just talking about this. When you work at a movie theater, popcorn kind of loses it for you for a bit. You know? It's been a while.
no.
But it's still not my favorite. Like, when you work at a movie theater, like, at the end of the day, I would go home and go take a shower, and popcorn would fall out of my clothes.
Oh, wow.
Hated it.
I love movie theater popcorn.
I know. It's delicious. It's the only time I eat popcorn. I don't make popcorn.
Let me tell you something, y'all. I give them both 5 quarters. Mm-hmm. But I'm going to tell you this much. I don't know what it is. I don't know what. I know that's only, how many grams of sugar was it?
5.
Only 5 grams of sugar. Maybe my blood sugar is low or something, but I definitely feel like some sugar hit me.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Woo! I drank that whole bottle.
And I don't know. It's just weird.
All right, but I would. I think
$5.
$1.25 for
Yeah.
each is more than reasonable.
Yeah.
You did a good job. It was very nostalgic. I appreciate that coming into the new year. A little bit of my childhood. Good job. Good job, Timmy.
Thanks.
These are just snacks I brought from home.
Yeah. No, shout out to the Dollar Tree. We've been going to the one downtown.
Downtown.
Yeah.
Wow.
Fancy.
Yeah.
Wow. How is it? Rate it 10 out of 10.
It's technically closer
Uh-huh.
to the one we normally go to. I would definitely say better stock. Cleanliness.
It's a dollar.
It's a dollar store, yeah.
A 25-cent rack?
They had a bunch of Christmas stuff. Cotton candy. Spree flavored candy canes.
Okay.
That was all we got. I had a couple other things over there, but it was just Christmas shit they were getting rid of.
Wow.
25 cents.
Wow.
Oh, they had those popcorns that we liked. What is it? The Chaos something. And I got the peppermint ones for us for Dollar Tree Snackery, didn't I? The peppermint? Yeah, they had a bunch of those for 25 cents as well.
Wow. Dollar Tree.
I would say that one's it's like a solid 7 out of 10, I think.
Nice. That was a good snack. Thank you for that.
And they have a bunch of different flavors of Bang
Wow.
energy drinks.
Wow.
Yeah.
For $1.25. Interesting.
Yep. They have a birthday cake one that's a bit much.
Yeah, I think that's the one I might have had before, and it ruined me from drinking those.
Yeah.
Not a fan. Not a fan. KB, you got anything you want to talk about?
Anything you want to talk about?
Yeah. Do you need to get anything off your chest or anything?
Hey, y'all. All right, fuck it. PSA, Meghan and Harry and Meghan. We posted it on TikTok.
KB broke our TikTok. Just kidding. It's not
No,
broken,
it's not
but
broken.
it got a lot of views.
Yo, fam, I'm tired of y'all.
It is a little fishy. Like, you're like, I don't want to be part of the media, blah, blah, blah. New interview with Harry and Meghan.
Like, they done sold a story or something to every, like, they about to have a cartoon on Disney Plus. I'm just fucking with it.
I was like, yeah, probably.
But for real, dog, like, sit down somewhere. Like, for real, where y'all kids at?
The nanny, probably.
Like for real, like y'all fairy godfather and mother is Tyler Perry and Oprah. Sit the fuck down somewhere. Everybody got family problems, G.
Yeah, yours are just in the spotlight, but like also you can't like stand on the soapbox and be like, we just want to be left alone. Anyway, welcome to our lives. Come on in. Come on in.
Because
Well, we'll just leave you. We'll leave you alone.
yeah.
I mean, some people won't, I'm sure, but like we will, and that's all that matters. They were like, we specifically want Aimee and KB and Timmy and Adele.
Yeah,
to leave us
and
alone.
Harry, shut the fuck up. Oh, I can't believe they were bigots, dude. You wore a Nazi costume,
buddy. Buddy.
I can't believe they were racist. Gee, did you forget about the pictures? Buddy forgot about the pictures that he fucking were released with him dressed as a fucking Nazi for Halloween.
Oopsies.
I guess he ran out of ideas.
I mean,
Fuck out of here. That's my PSA. Sit the
if
fuck
you
down.
haven't checked it out, go look up the Happy Corner podcast on TikTok. Like, KB came in today and was like, all right, so have you been on TikTok? Have you been on our TikTok? And I'm like, no, why? And excuse me. But you're like, well, you know, I posted our promo and I was like, uh-oh, did people make fun of me? That's where my mind goes immediately. She's like, no, I just happened to post this, you know, just a quick little PSA, and And so I went and looked it up. I'm like, bitch, this has a lot of interaction on it. Most people that are, yeah, please stop. There's some really good comments on there. It's a good read. You want to check it out.
For real. Shout out to the person who said Harry gonna end up in a Tyler Perry
movie. Someone else commented, how do I send this to them? It was really good.
I'll post another one next week. It won't be on their asses.
Yeah.
It'll be something else.
KB's full of PSAs.
I'm full of them.
Full of them. That's a good one. I mean, I agree. Like, it's okay. Yeah. We get it. See you.
And he's like,
we're on your side. Okay. We support you.
We know the royal family. Yeah, we understand.
We've actually been trying to tell you.
Yeah. And then he keeps saying shit that I'm just like, dude, honestly, you really need to shut the fuck up.
Yeah, it's like, okay. His brother's like, dude, all right, cool.
Oh, I beat up my brother. Yeah, every little brother tells that story.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Oh, this is the one that kind of blew me. He was like, well, when we were leaving, they didn't want to give us security, but Prince Andrew, they gave him security. I was like, we know that your uncle is a perv.
Yeah.
Like, we know that.
We saw it.
We saw the interview. We saw it. What the fuck does that have to do with... He's still a part of the family.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't said shit about Prince Andrew this whole time.
He got security and I didn't.
All I'm saying, sit y'all asses down somewhere. Please,
it's
stop
enough.
talking.
It's
enough. We get it.
We see into your life.
We got it.
We're good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. That was it.
Your PSA.
Yeah. I guess we're wrapping up.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I got tonight I'm at Lincoln Lodge. And then with Ronnie Ray, shout out. And then this Thursday, SNF, but I'm at Burger Station. So if you in that, if you in that region, check that out. If you out in the Aurora, Batavia area, check out SNF.
Hell yeah, best showcase in the burbs.
And then, man, we gonna have some fire shows this year. Yeah. And then, just follow me on, Twitter. Make sure not Twitter, Instagram, and then K Marion Comedy. And then the other thing is follow our TikTok. We gonna get it popping.
Yeah. We have the See You Next Tuesday comedy open mic every Tuesday in the Speakeasy at Mojo's in downtown Plainfield. Always a fun time. Great food. Some laughs. The usual. Best open mic in the suburbs, by the way.
Absolutely.
And it's a new year, which means the Drunken Donut, Shots and Giggles, is coming back. Our first show will be January 28th. It's a Saturday. Come check that out. It will be free as fuck. And we'll bring donuts. And, I'll probably have weed or whatever. But yeah, we're trying to stack. Well, we got that lineup pretty stacked. We're excited to announce the lineup of that. So keep an eye out for that. Follow us on all of the things.
Yes.
Timmy, you got anything?
Nope.
Have you been streaming?
Not as much as I should be.
Yeah, we should do that again. It was a fun time. Yeah. It was a fun first show of 2023.
Yes, it was.
I want to formally apologize to all of you for lying to you. It was not my choice. But I fooled you. We will be back next week with our first guest of 2023.
Yes.
We will announce who that is in the coming week.
Yeah.
And we will see you next week. Yeah?
Yeah.
Bye.
It's time to laugh.
Hell yeah.
Boredom happy corner.
Open up your mouth so. Oh.